Hello and welcome to episode 25 of Signature Maneuver, Grimworks Productions, wrestling podcast. And I am your host, Roman. Brian and Jose are here in spirit. But Jose more in spirit just because it looks like he has some notes. So we're going to go over his notes about what he liked. I'll add in what I have right now. And then next week, hopefully, we'll have all three of us in the same room and we can get this all sorted out. But let's start it. Raw. Open with Ambrose promo, calls out Miz. Rollins comes out, offers. Basically, Ambrose promo is calling out the Miz. Rollins comes out instead, and they're kind of trying to patch up the Shield reunion. You know what I mean? Trying to make it happen, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, then the Miz and the Miztourage kind of fuck them up. So there's that. After that, it was a Bliss and Bayley match. Nia comes out to ringside, and Sasha comes out to help. Bayley picks up the win. Angle is talking to Graves about some stuff, about the secret that's going to come out tonight. Tozawa and Apollo Crews and Titus Video. So same match, 205 matches. Okay. Enzo, cuts the same promo on Cass. I kind of want them to move away from that already, even though they really haven't had that many matches together. Hopefully after SummerSlam it's done, just because it's kind of bringing them both down, and that's not a good thing. But yeah, Jose says he cuts a promo on Big Cass. Big Ass comes out, and then Big Show comes out. Who cares? I'm kind of in agreement there. Jose says Elias is his favorite part of Raw. It's probably like the best like non-match segment of Raw. At least for this week. Elias, ever since the El Vagabundo on NXT, has gotten over with me, and I'm glad that he's not called the Drifter. He's getting a lot of heat, telling people to not take out their phones and enjoy the music. It's so funny because he's playing right into their hand. But yeah, the match was okay. It's fine. And Elias breaks the guitar over Finn, and then Bray is feuding with everybody, of course. He's just like, hey, you want to fight? All right, we'll fight. So that's pretty much it for that. I don't know if they're planning on doing the Bray versus Finn thing. I have no idea. Anyways, they announced that next week they're going to have a Sasha and Bayley for a number one contender match. Then the Revival cut a promo. Pretty good promo. Just, the Revival doing their thing. Tozawa has a match with Ari Daivari, and Titus stops the match because he's afraid that he's going to injure himself. And Tozawa's super pissed, and he keeps yelling like down the ramp, like, I never give up. I never give up. So it was pretty fun, honestly. I did not see their 205 match, unfortunately. I will see it just after this episode, though, because it has a Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali match, a 2 out of 3, and I'm a sucker for 2 out of 3, so I'll probably be watching that after this. After that, it's Angle Secret. Turns out Jason Jordan, the other half of American Alpha, is his son that he never knew about in college. It's whatever. Honestly, I know a lot of people are like, what the hell's going on, blah, blah, blah. It's not that big a deal. If anything, it might help Jordan, maybe give him a little bit of character. It might create some conflict. Maybe they'll say maybe other whoever he's feuding with will say oh, it's nepotism. You're only doing this because it's your son. Blah blah blah. You're giving him these chances. So that'll create some conflict, and hopefully it'll be cool there. Other than that, the Hardys and the Revival have a match. The Revival pick up the win, I believe. Yeah, they pick up the win, And then it's Samoa Joe, motherfucker, apparently, and and Roman Reigns. Now this was a weird match because they had it was a whatever match. Honestly, it wasn't that great. Um, and then Strowman comes out, and Strowman attacks uh, Joe, but um, the ref doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure what the hell is going on there. He doesn't do anything, and then he tries to attack. He attacks Roman, or Roman attacks him. And they get into a little scuffle, and then you see the ref run out of the ring and then sit in the timekeeper's area, and it looks like he's like just like trying to argue, like, in case the camera's on him, and it kind of was. Uh, it was kind of funny. I just don't know what the hell's going on there, honestly. If anything, Samoa Joe should have been declared the winner because Strowman, of course, interfered in the match. But what they're setting up here is possibly a fatal four-way at SummerSlam for the Universal title. So Brock, Strowman, Roman, and Joe, which I don't hate. I just don't want Roman to win. That's about it. Another person, just he's not a great worker. But that was pretty much Raw. SmackDown. So Jinder walks out and presents the Punjabi prison. Randy comes out and climbs the prison, cuts Jose says an okay promo. I'm going to take his word. Whenever Randy talks, I don't pay attention, to be honest with you. So that was probably just doing something else at that point. Jimmy Uso, Jimmy Uso versus Kofi. Good match. Jimmy picks up the dub, as Jose would say. Then Chad Gable gets interviewed by Renee Young on his tag team partner being gone, and Chad's like, why wouldn't he tell me? That's kind of weird, but hey, whatever. He's gonna do his thing, I'm gonna do mine. Which I think Chad is easily getting the better stick on this, just because he's on SmackDown. They're gonna try to develop him a little bit more, and he's the better worker out of the two. So I'm okay with this. Mike and Maria Kanellis versus Sami Zayn. It was a good match. What can I say? It was a good match, but I haven't really seen much of Mike Bennett stuff, so I can't say much of anything. But yeah, basically Sammy's getting ready for like a haluva kick. Maria gets on top of the apron, causes a distraction. Of course, Mike hits Sammy with a cheap shot, and then goes for a Samoan driver. There you go. I was looking for it. It's on who says that. So he goes for a Samoan driver and picks up the win. And hopefully the feud continues because it is really good. I agree with Jose on that one. Cena upselling Battleground. Rusev comes out, beats him up, waves Bulgarian flag. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Cena being the fucking new Hulk Hogan is basically saying, look, brother, we're going to fucking be the USA. We're going to kick ass. That's pretty much it. After that, Nakamura and AJ promo. Nakamura says, one day you call, I answer. And that's pretty cool because Nakamura is possibly going to feud with AJ, and AJ looks like he's up for it. After Nakamura leaves frame, AJ is like, yeah, all right. And he gives a little smirk. So I'm hoping for that. That looks awesome. Then they had a Charlotte and Becky match. It was good. I liked it, and I like that Charlotte tapped to the disarmer. But that gives me little promise in terms of what's going to happen with the belt. I'm sure that Becky's not going to win. I don't know. if I was thinking if Becky wins and she goes to SummerSlam and she beats Naomi, then Carmella would put in her Money in the Bank, hit her with a cheap super kick, and then Carmella would win. That's what I think will happen. Will it happen? I have no idea. I'm terrible at these kind of things. But after that, it turns into a brawl where everybody, of course, it turns into a brawl. It's to go home for Battleground. And in the Fashion X Files, this is great. They're doing the X Files thing. And Aiden English is warming up because I think Tyler Breeze is saying like there's no such thing as alien, or he's saying like ghost, and then they start hearing ooh, and then they check behind the curtain. It's English warming up. Then he says aliens or UFOs, and then like a light shines on them. They're like, oh my god, I'm ready. I think Tyler Breeze is like, I'm ready to meet E.T., Alf, all the stupid alien characters. And it turns out to be just a package of from a delivery man. He's like, I just turned on the lights. He goes, would you sign here? They sign for it. And then it turns into 7. So basically, Tyler opens the box and goes, oh god, you don't want to look into it. And Van Dango's doing like, what's in the box? What's in the box? And he reaches into the box, and it's the head of the missing horse. So he goes, this ends, there's a note in here, and it says Battleground. So apparently whoever is behind this will be revealed on Sunday, where they'll have a tag match. And then basically it's the tag team match. It's weird because they only had like 10 minutes. So it was AJ Nakamura versus Baron and Kevin Owens, which they said had never happened, but it clearly happened like 3 weeks, a month ago. It's the exact same match. Baron tries to attack Nakamura before during his entrance. Nakamura ducks. Then Kevin Owens starts coming in. Then AJ has to come in, so it's a brawl before. Then they have an okay match. I like the way the ending happened. Baron is whipped into the corner. Of course, Kevin Owens makes the tag that AJ doesn't see. AJ's going for the Styles Clash, and then Kevin Owens hits him with a super kick. He's dazed. He throws him into the ropes. Pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, 3. So that was a good ending. And I want to see the match that they're gonna have at Battlegrounds. That would be good. And let's see. Oh, so it actually says it's a great fun match. Tag matches like New Japan. So that's I can agree with that. Just like for of the guys that they're billing at the top of the bill. So yeah. But NXT of course is where it always shines, and it starts off like super good. Ember and Ruby Riott. It's just an awesome match. He says pure athleticism. I agree. Like they were doing, you can tell like they've probably met on the indies and they have a good rapport with one another. But it was just a really, really good match. Honestly, it was one of the best matches of that whole show. And there was a good match at the end, but that was, for me, that was hard to top. But either way, moves on to Cassius and Hideo next week. Basically, Cassius Ono wants a match with Hideo just to maybe whip his ass, give him a little bit of medicine there. And then Street Profits, another promo for them. And then Lorcan and Birch, the English gentleman from, I don't remember his first name. Is it Simon? Simon Birch? I'm not too sure. I'm terrible with first names. But either way, Jose says a fight, which is right. They're both brawlers. And he says Lorcan, beautiful roll into single-legged Boston Crab. That is really, really, it was a really nice transition. And they say he's trained by Lance Storm. And Lorcan picks up the win. Really quickly, Birch taps out to that. Because it looks like it hurts. It looks like he's like wrenching back, and it looks really good. But then Birch is like, one more time, you and me, and then Oni doesn't say anything. He just raises up one finger like he always does, and yeah, they're gonna have another match, which I'm excited about. Maybe it's a longer match. I would love that. Then No Way Jose comes out and just beats. It's not a great match. It's just an okay match against Banani. He's that Brazilian dude that he beat, or that guy beat Jose last time. But here's the best part: CN comes out and starts kicking Banani's ass. Like he just starts like kicking his ass, and Jose's like, "What the hell? What are you doing?" And then he calls him out. So he gets him into the ring. He takes the powder, and then basically they're gonna have a Jose versus CN match sometime in the future. Hopefully with the I don't know. He has like this woman. I guess it's his girlfriend. I call it his wife. Whatever. Uh, a woman, and I guess she's gonna be the manager. So he's actually gonna have a manager, which means that he might have some heel wins, kind of like that. But I think he's gonna go up in the card a bit just because I think he deserves it. So yeah, CN, awesome. But the last match of the night was Drew McIntyre versus Killian Dane. See, I remember those first names. Maybe because they're just drilled into my head all the time. But different entrance for Dane music. That's what Jose said. I believe they've done it before. When he had a singles match, he does have a sort of, I guess, Scottish, like, folklore meets, like, the Sanity theme. It is really cool, actually. I like the theme music. But this is what Jose says: Liger Bomb, Finley drop into Vader Bomb, and it's quick. Like this little combo that he does is pretty damn quick. The Vader Bomb looks great because he's not exactly like Vader. He's a little more athletic than Vader, so he makes it look really, really good. Then Drew McIntyre has to hit Killian with two Claymore kicks, and the Claymore kicks are like those single leg drop, the single legged drop kicks, or I guess like I think it's called a Yakuza kick as well. I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask Jose on that one. But yeah, two more Claymore kicks, and then there you go. We have our number one contender. It's Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Roode, probably at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So that should be interesting. I'm interested. But there also is something that we want to talk about before then. Before we actually leave. G1 Climax started. And this is the night one. Jose is saying that I have to watch one match in particular. But let's see. He says G1 Climax. Evil and Takahashi. Versus Bushi and Sonata. Sonata mask is Shao Kahn. So that's pretty cool. I like that when they can do things like that. Evil and Takahashi win by mean ass chicken wing. So they're stealing the chicken wing, or is that something that they already had and I don't know? Either way, pretty cool. Bad Luck Fale versus Togi Makabe, I believe is how you say his name, or Togi Makabe. Not too sure. Fale picks up the win, and then it's Ishii and Goto. Goto up 2-1. Tough motherfuckers lariat match. Goto picks up the win though, and this is the one that he told me about. He says exactly when he was watching it. He's like, Roman would enjoy this because I do. I love Ishii and Goto, another hard motherfucker. It's gonna be like a really old school like strong style match, so I'm all up for that. And then we have Sabre and Tanahashi. So Sabre is such a fucking heel. I agree. He's a bastard. Destroy Tanahashi. And then Kota Ibushi returns. Yeah, that's right. So Naito's history winning the G1, being outvoted for the Wrestle Kingdom main event. Leave it to Mexico and becoming a star. The closest you'll get to real life anime is what Ose says. Second row pile driver to Naito. Jesus Christ, you guys got to calm down. But hey, I'm assuming y'all still at the show. Kicked out Destino. So that's Naito's finishing move, and then one more and the win. So Naito promo, and Jose says, "I can't even understand him, and I got chills." So we'll see. I want to see night one. Night two was actually yesterday, last night. So yeah, it was last night, Thursday. I'm actually recording this Friday morning, just for real. But yeah, I'm interested. It's a lot of wrestling. The G1. I don't know how long exactly it is, but I would assume somewhere like 3 hours. 3 hours, like every other night, is insane. Or like is it once a week? I'm not too sure. Yeah, Jose's gonna have to smarten me up to the G1, but either way, thanks for listening, guys. And again, next week we'll have everybody. Maybe we'll talk about some more G1, maybe ones that I've seen. I'll finally watch 205 again on time. And yeah, that's pretty much all we have for this week. So thanks a lot for listening. Remember that we do have other social media, like on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We are all on there. Go ahead and search Grimworks. You'll pretty much find us everywhere you go. Grim with 2 M's. If you're listening to this on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Put some comments below. That really would help us, figure out if we're doing a good job here or not. Also, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and click that little bell, just because that's next to the subscribe. It actually just gives you notifications. Let you know that we have some new stuff out there. So thank you for that. And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, go ahead and follow us there. Go ahead and give us a little heart on our episodes that you do like. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, go ahead and rate, review, and subscribe. Again, reviewing does give us a little bit. It helps with the algorithms. Apparently, that's what everybody says. I don't know exactly what algorithms are, but they're going to help us, and that we do appreciate. But either way, thank you for listening to episode 25 of Signature Maneuvers. My name is Roman, and go watch some wrestling, guys.